Alright, so hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So another tennis match vlog from my match with the Austrian team called the Wachauer that was played on Sunday, and we did not finish the match because of a huge hailstorm that surprised us in the afternoon. But there is so much things I want to talk about in this video. It is crazy, and I'm truly surprised and always kind of shocked that some things kind of happen for the first time in your life when you don't expect them. And that's why the life is so beautiful, not only on court but off the court. So yeah, let's dive into it. So we played a home match with the Wachauer on the Rossatz tennis club in the Rossatz Tennis Union Club. And actually, our team is connected with the Rossatz team. I've previously played for the Rossatz team, and then we connected with the Dürnstein team, and together we have made the team that is called the Wachauer. And we are having the clubs on the opposite side of the Donau River. So it's quite interesting. And in the past, we were always opponents, let's say. And now for the last couple of years, we are one team connected together because we needed new players, or both of the teams lacked some players. So to really make the team complete, we have to connect and join the teams together to maintain, let's say, the quality and to continue to play tennis. So we played at the Rossatz Union Tennisclub, where are only 2 courts, and we have played against a team that is called Weitra. And guys, I have faced an opponent that, according to the ranking, let's say, and the ITN number, I should not have won the match. But I have won the match, and it was one of the biggest victories in my life, and definitely the biggest victory in the last maybe 5, I believe at least 5 years. So I have played against a 20-year-old guy whose ITN is 2.9. My ITN number is 3.4. The lower the number, the better player you are. And by the way, his ranking on the Austrian ranking in the adults is 263, which is pretty good, to be honest. So I have beaten this young guy in a 3-setter, an absolutely insane match, one of the toughest and actually bloodiest matches I have played. And I have lost the first set 6-3, but I have really started very well. I've kind of committed to this Yannick Sinner's tactique. So I stepped on the baseline, I was standing on the baseline, and I was hitting the shots as fast as possible. And I kind of felt like I'm a better player in the first, let's say, 3-4 games. And it was actually 2-2 Then I had serve and 40-15 for me, but I lost the game. So it went 2-3 instead of 3-2 for me. And since then, I started to feel kind of under my own pressure, because I had this in my head that I was actually a better player, pushing him really hard. But the game I played was quite risky, so I started making some unforced errors. I just pushed too much, and I have lost the first set 6-3. I also complained about the balls, which at the beginning we have played with the head Tour XT balls. Now they look like this after the 3-setter. So you can see these balls are demolished like crazy. There is nothing on them right now. So 2.5 hours, and you can truly you can truly throw the balls to your dog, and maybe even the dog is going to refuse to play with these balls. So yeah, at the beginning the balls were fast. After the first set, the balls got really fluffy, so I complained about the slow pace, so I couldn't really keep with the pace and with the attacking tactic, and I was losing in the second set already 5-2. But then something switched in my head, and also one of our team members and friends came to the court, and he sit on the bench, and he was there as a support for me, and he was telling me like, hey man, you need to play your game, just don't step out of the gas, instead really play your active game, but mix it with some slice shots, mix it with some slower shots, and let your opponent also kind of try to make a mistake. So because I was pushing so hard that he just was like hitting the ball just back on my half, waiting for my mistake, because it was so risky. The game was so risky. So I started to play more patiently. So instead of like shooting the balls, I just was shooting like 2-3 balls fast, then some 1-2 balls slower on his backhand. So he needed to go really deep. And man, he was tired because he had to run so much more than myself. So after like the first set, he won 6-3 and he was in the lead 5-2, but he was physically worse. He was physically worse than I was, because he had to run for the balls actually. And then the momentum started to shift. I adopted a different type of game, a more patient. And also what I did, guys, and I highly recommend that you have this in your weaponry. I switched the RF01 that was strung with the Razor Soft 1.25, which was this one, and it was excellent when the balls were new, but kind of it was like losing its energy when the balls were fluffy and big. And then I switched to the hybrid. So I have the Razor Soft on mains and the multi-filament string 1.3 on the crosses. The tension is 1 kilo higher, but still this racket, the hybrid, gave the played and damaged and fluffy balls new energy and feel. And I started to play better because I felt the support from the string once again. And that was a game changer. So I highly recommend that you have in your weaponry like 2 setups at least that you can change, because when the balls go dead, when the balls are demolished, then the polyester string just doesn't work with them anymore, because the balls keep flying slower, they are bigger, so you need some more extra energy. Or you can have a polyester string with a lower tension strung on your second racket. So to switch to it to gain once again the energy that has been lost due to the slower outplayed balls. So I have eventually won the second set 7-5. It was a tremendous high intensity, high level tennis. This was one of the best opponents I have ever played against. And then in the third set, I really played a solid game. So it was like boom, 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 and then a slow-paced ball. Boom, boom, slow-paced ball. Boom, slow-paced ball. Boom, 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 slow-paced ball. So I was changing the tempo and the style throughout the game. I was playing some drop shots. I a few times went on the net. And actually the 2 last points, when it was like 40-15 or it was 30-15, I went to the net after my serve and surprised my opponent, and I have secured the third set 6-4. The young guy was pretty demolished physically and mentally. He was totaled, and he also he demolished his racket. He played, I believe, with the Yonex ISO 98, and he demolished the racket. But I learned later that already the frame of his racket was broken, so that's why he then totaled it and demolished it throughout the game when he was kind of desperate. And what made me super happy was that when I stepped out of the court, there was a one older viewer, or one older person that is a friend of mine, and who was watching always my matches since I was a small child, let's say a small kid. I started playing there when I was 15, 16, so that's like, almost 30 years. And he came to me, the senior fan, and told me that this was the best match he ever saw me playing. And this is just wonderful when you are 41 and still you can perform so well against a 20-year-old guy that is on a ranking that you even cannot imagine that you can achieve, and you still beat him pretty, let's say, not confidently, but the way how I turned the match in my favor was just outstanding. And even for myself, I kind of surprised myself. So this gave me so much confidence, and also confidence in the RF sticks. The RF rackets just you need to be attacking with those rackets, and you need to be confident. You need to swing confident, because just, hitting just slower paced balls back, the rackets are useless for that purpose. So go for the shots when you are playing with the RF rackets. Don't hesitate, just go forward, and after each shot you play, just go to the baseline and stay on the baseline. Then you can make step backwards, but after you hit the ball, go back to the baseline and stay there, and just keep this momentum and keep this attacking mindset, and keep the opponent, running for the balls, because these rackets are exactly meant for this type of game. And I just want to show you where I am hitting with these balls, and it is you can nicely see it with the hybrid. I hope you will see it. So when I put the ball exactly on the place where it is most played, then it is like right here. So right here, guys, there is my sweet spot. It is not here. It is not here, not at all. It is here. So this is my sweet spot. So I'm hitting the balls with the RF very high, and I get not only power, but also I get control, because, the strings in this part are getting more tighter, and you just control the balls better there when you are, compared to when hitting right in the middle of the head. Then you get the most power, but you lose the control. And this match was just the proof of my potential, and I totally surpassed what I kind of expected from myself, and I'm super proud of myself, what I achieved. So when I stepped out of the court, I also felt something in my left shoe, and it was the clay, it was the sand. So the clay got inside the shoe from all the sliding, because it was super intense. And when I have put the shoe down and the sock down, I was very, very surprised what happened to my finger, so to my thumb on my foot. So the blister I have there was cut, and the skin was kind of removed out of my thumb. I will show you a picture. It is pretty disgusting, so if you don't want to watch it, just skip this part. So in the first picture you can see the fresh wound, and I will show you the second picture. It's like 2 days later. I have put there a special tape that reacts as a second skin, and after 2 days when I removed it, the skin was really in a bad condition, so I had to really cut out the skin around the wound. And now I have put another tape to cover it, which once again reacts as a second skin, and I hope this wound will heal in 2 weeks, because now we have a break. I don't play in the Czech Republic, I don't play in Austria, but in 14 days I will have to play another match, probably also on Saturday in the Czech Republic and on Sunday in Austria. So guys, that's not all. I'm just in the middle of the process. So what happened also in the afternoon when we started playing doubles, and by the way, we are losing after the singles 4-2, but it was really close. There were some intense matches, one very good victory from my partner, from my team, Stefanos. He played amazing. He really proved that he is capable of playing against really, really good players, and he beat my friend Milan, who is from the Czech Republic, who played for the opponent's team, and it was a really nice 3-setter, really good victory for Stefan, and I'm really proud of him that he achieved that. But other friends from my club, from my team, they all have lost the matches. Some were very close, some were possible to win, but eventually we were losing 2-4. So in the afternoon, when we started playing doubles, I've played with Stefan. We started really well against the young pistols, the number 1 and number 2 from the opposite team. We were in the lead 4-3 and 30 love, and it started raining like crazy. The second doubles on the next court, our team was in the lead 5-4, so it looks really good. We can still kind of overturn the match in our favor, but it started to rain, and so we got into the club to go to the cover. And during the rain switched from rain to hail, to a hailstorm, and the true hell was on the court and outside in the region of the Wachau, and the court was flooded with water, with hails, and also the wine that is growing around in the Wachau. It's a very famous region for wine. Is in some of the places it was totaled, it was very damaged, and also you could see the hails. It was like in a winter, so it was on the ground. The water was pouring out of the court. Just crazy. Some people reported that they were living in this region for many years, and this was the most brutal hailstorm they ever witnessed in the last 10-15 years. So it was really something. We were hiding in the club, drinking beer, talking about it, watching it was happening outside, and I actually had a fun because most people were like chilling, and due to the blister, due to the wound on my thumb, on my foot, I kind of was relieved that I wasn't going to play the full match, because I felt that it's not really good for the wound to run and sprint on the court, although during the doubles it's not that intense. But anyway, we had to we have to stop playing, and we need to find another day where we can finish the match. We already have the date. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how we finish the match. But that was some crazy match. I keep saying that almost every time I'm making these type of videos, these vlogs, because every time there is something new what happens, what surprised me, and that's a fantastic thing about tennis and in sports in general, and that's why I'm enjoying it so much, and that once again gives me the energy to continue. Because if everything was the same, then what's the point? But there is always something new, something fresh, something interesting, and in this case it was one of the biggest wins in my career, one of the most surprising ones, one of the toughest fights, with the wound on my thumb, with the huge blister, and with the hailstorm It is crazy. I just enjoyed it so much, and I can't wait what is there behind the door next days, months, and years. So guys, don't stop playing tennis because you feel old, you feel tired. No, just relax, heal, sleep, regenerate, and go back on court and kick some ass, because you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It was a proof of that I just surprised the whole audience. I surprised myself, and it was just a fantastic day. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I inspired some of you. If I did, just buy me a coffee. There is a link below in the description. You can click the super thanks button. If you are new, you can subscribe, comment, share, and of course there is the PayPal link. You can support me through the PayPal. Just send me any sum you want, and you can ask me a donation question, and this is guaranteed that I will answer the question when I have time, in like 48 hours. When the question is asked, you can ask me the question in the comments. You can ask me the question through the PayPal platform when you send me some of your love, or when you send me some of your love through the Buy Me a Coffee platform. There is always an option to write me a message, and this message can be a question about tennis gear, tennis rackets, tennis shoes, tennis balls, tennis string, or just in tennis general, tennis technique. Maybe you just want some advice on how to improve, whatever it is necessary for you. And that's all, guys. I thank you so much for watching, and as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis, fight until you break on a court, and enjoy the manooovrlbity. Bye, guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line.